Hi friends, welcome to RinkusRasoi. I am making one of my most favorite cake, and that is Black Forest cake, which is also known as love cake or lover's cake. That brings me a lot of memory when I was little and I used to eat that cake in India a lot. So let's start making this cake together. To make the cake, first I will add all the dry ingredients. For that I am taking 1½ cup of self-rising flour, ½ cup of cocoa powder and 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Now shift the flour very nicely so you avoid any lumps. Sometimes what happens in flours, there are a lot of lumps. You see there are lumps over here. We would like to avoid this lump in our cake. So sift this nicely and just break the lumps with your hands like this. And sift it again until you have no more lumps. So your dry ingredients is ready. So let's prepare the wet ingredients. So for the wet ingredients, I have 3/4 cup of milk, which is I already put it on room temperature. Then I have 1 can of condensed milk and ½ cup of butter. Whenever you are making cake or any baking item, make sure all your ingredients are at the room temperature. Otherwise your cake or your baking item will not come out that good. So I am adding 1 can of condensed milk, which is almost 14 ounce or 400 grams. Then I like melted butter. I am adding ½ cup of melted butter, and in that I am adding 3/4 cup of milk. Now mix everything together very nicely. So all the ingredients incorporated with each other very nicely. See, everything mixed together. Now add this mixture into our dry mixture. So I have my dry mixture over here and adding this wet mixture into the dry mixture nicely, little bit at a time. Stir continuously when you add a liquid, little bit at a time. You don't want to mix very hard, just folding gently. As you can see, our mixture is nicely mixed and there is no lumps inside. Now I have my cake pan ready. I spray with the oil and dust with the cocoa powder. The reason of using cocoa powder is this is a chocolate cake, and if I use white flour, I will see like white dust on my brown cake, which will not look good. So that's why whenever you are using chocolate cake, always dust with the cocoa flour. Now I am adding this cake into the mixture. Now tap it one time. And my oven is already preheated as 380-degree temperature. I am going to bake for 12 to 15 minutes. So while my cake is baking, let's start making whipped frosting. For that I am taking 2 pints of heavy whipping cream. Whipping cream is very easily available in the market. So if you go to the supermarket, you can buy any heavy cream. It doesn't matter which brand you want to buy because it will give you the same result. So I am adding 2 pints of cream. Now start whipping with the hand mixture. In the beginning, keep the speed at low and mix everything together nicely. As you churn it, it will start thicken up little bit, so keep an eye on it. As you can see, it started to get thicken up little bit. Now I'm going to increase the speed. As you can see, see as you mixing, it's forming the peak, but when you pick up, it's just dropping down. At this point, keep an eye. You don't want to whip too much, otherwise the mixer will curdle and it will form the butter, and you don't want the butter. So let's mix it one more time. As you can see, if I lift this peak, it's just holding shape. So it's almost ready. Just like whip it for like 10-15 seconds more. So our whipped cream is ready. Whenever you lift it, it just has to hold like this. It doesn't have to drop. So at this point, you know that your cream is ready. So our whipped cream is almost ready. At this point, I am adding 2 tablespoons of confectioner sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And now mix everything together nicely. And churn it one time. So your whipped frosting is ready. So you can use this cream in lot of recipes, in all the frosting and cupcake, or you can top your smoothie with the whipped cream. I'm going to put this into refrigerator until it's time to decorate. Let's prepare chocolate shaving to decorate the cake. For the chocolate shaving, I'm using this baker's chocolate bar. So take the chocolate bar, I'm using the same wrapper to hold it, to protect it from melting. So take a peeler and take the chocolate and start shaving like this. See, you have nice chocolate shaving. Just press it a little bit firm and just go like this. See, you have nice chocolate shaving. Finish with the entire chocolate. So our cake is ready. Let's check out if it's done or not. Put the toothpick in the center. And if it's come out clear, your cake is ready. So let it cool down for 10 minutes and then I will transfer it to on a cooling rack. Let's divide the cake in 2 parts from the middle. Some people don't like to use knife and they are not very good at the knife. So with this method, you will cut the cake precisely without the knife. So let me show you how to cut the cake. Take the thread, make sure the thread is a little bit strong and hold it like this and pass it through the cake where you want to make the part and just do it like this and then run the thread to the entire cake. Gently. So your cake is divided into 2 parts. Look how nicely it's cut. First I'm going to slide the strips. This is the strips I have cut from the wax paper. It will prevent my surface to get dirty. So I'm just going to slide like this. Now I'm soaking my cake with the sugar water. This one I made with sugar and water only. So just soak my cake with that. Make sure you soak your cake nicely. Once you finish soaking, apply your finger and make sure that everything is soaked. If you see a little bit like dry place, just add a little bit of mixture over there. Now I'm going to add my whipping cream. See, it's nice and fluffy cream. Apply generous amount of whipping cream. It will taste very nice when you bite the cake. Now even out the surface. Now apply some cherries. I'm adding some cherry syrup also. Make sure you cover all the parts, so when you bite it, you get cherry flavoring on every bite. Now apply a little bit of whipped cream. And put the other piece of cake on it. And press it a little bit. Now I'm going to level down my cake. Just remove the top part like this. Now add the remaining whipping cream on the top. Now my cake is nicely labeled. Now let's decorate with the chocolate shaving. Try to apply chocolate shaving with a spoon, otherwise your chocolate will melt a little bit. And cover the entire surface. Spread your shaving a little bit like this. Now my cake is covered entirely with the chocolate. Now I'm using this piping bottle and I'm using this star nozzle and just press it a little bit and make a nice dollop with the whipped cream. Make one here. Now decorate with the cherries. So our cake is done with decorating. Now finally remove this paper very gently. See how clean our surface is? So our cake is ready to serve. I'm sure you like this recipe. Make this cake at your home today and let me know the outcome. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and follow me on the Facebook. There is a link on the bottom. I'll see you with the next recipe. Till then, happy cooking.